Welcome to Beyond the Bullet Points, the resume revealed.
Hey everyone.
Today we're not just scanning a resume, we're really diving in. Think of us like, I don't know, resume archaeologists.
Oh, yeah, digging for the hidden gems.
Exactly. Our mission today is to uncover the stories, the potential, the sort of strategic thinking that's often buried in these documents. It's your shortcut, really, to figuring out what makes a resume, really work.
Right. We're going way beyond just checking off bullet points. It's about seeing how all those different experiences, well, how they weave together into a narrative that makes someone say, okay, I need to talk to this person.
And we're your guides for this. I'm the storyteller, always kind of looking for that narrative arc. What's the story this career is telling?
And I'm the pragmatist. Look, I've waded through mountains of resumes. I know what catches a hiring manager's eye, what makes them pause mid-scroll and think, interesting.
Yeah, our different angles, the storyteller and the pragmatist, should give you, the listener, a really well-rounded view of what makes a resume stand out.
A 360-degree view, hopefully.
And today's really cool because we're not just talking theory. We've got a real anonymized resume sent in by one of you.
Which is fantastic. Real-world examples are the best.
This is where it gets practical, folks. We're trying to get beyond just the words on the page and understand the person behind it all.
And this person is Carmelo Miller. Carmelo's mentioned a real eagerness for the entertainment industry, specifically storytelling and distribution.
Okay, let's do it, Carmelo Miller. Let's roll up our sleeves.
Right.
So, first look. Gut reaction. What hit you first when you scanned Carmelo's resume?
Honestly, clarity, just look clean, well-organized, clear sections.
Yeah.
That makes a huge difference right off the bat.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. In the speed dating world of recruitment, that readability, that's gold. No visual clutter, big plus. What about you, your first impression?
For me, it was the profile statement right at the top. It's like, boom, short, sharp, packed with intent. Let me read it. Creative storyteller with experience in film distribution, content creation, and marketing strategy. Skilled at merging creative vision with strategic insights to craft compelling narratives across media platforms. Eager to continue building a career in the entertainment industry through the storytelling and distribution space. It's like a little trailer for their whole career. Right?
Totally. It sets the stage immediately, tells you who Carmelo is, and, critically, where they want to go. And notice, they're not just listing jobs they've had. They're pointing towards the future. And that phrase, merging creative vision with strategic insights, that hints at a really valuable combo. Someone creative, but also practical.
Okay, let's stick with that profile for a sec. How well does it actually do the job? Does it grab you? Does it clearly communicate skills and, ambition?
I think it does, yeah.
Yeah.
It's loaded with keywords for that industry storyteller, film distribution, content creation, marketing strategy, all good stuff. And compelling narratives across media platforms that suggest versatility, which is, huge these days. Finishing with their specific eagerness for storytelling and distribution. No doubt where their focus lies. It's like planting a flag. This is me. This is my target.
Okay, makes sense. Let's move down into the actual jobs. Employment history. First one is film sales and distribution intern at Forward Films Israel, September 2024 to March 2025. Supported global distribution, researched buyers, festivals, developed marketing materials. What's that telling you?
Straight away, it flags an understanding of the international film scene. That's a definite plus in distribution.
Yeah, good point.
And the fact they supported distribution and actively researched buyers and festivals, that shows initiative. Yeah. They weren't just, making coffee.
Awfully not.
Right. And developing marketing materials shows they can apply those creative and strategic ideas practically. They're contributing, not just watching.
Okay, next up, Senior Fellow, Strategy and Data Analytics Internship, Okta Group in New York. Shorter stint, June to August 2024. Used digital data for strategy for big names like 7-Eleven, Crocs, analyzed cultural trends, worked cross-functionally, got exposed to biz dev, and, interestingly, data-driven storytelling. Seems like a bit of a detour.
Well, yes and no. It's outside entertainment, sure, but look at the skills. Leverage digital data, analyze cultural trends. That's analytical thinking, understanding audiences. That's vital in any marketing or distribution role.
True.
And that phrase, data-driven storytelling, there it is. That's the bridge right back to their passion. It shows they can find the narrative in the numbers. That's a really valuable skill. Shows range.
Then a quick marketing internship at Able Agency, New York. Boutique consultancy. Implemented data-driven strategies for a foundation client.
Yeah, this just builds on that marketing base, showing they can take data insights and actually do something with them. And working at a smaller agency probably meant wearing more hats, Shows adaptability. It's like they're collecting tools for their toolkit.
Okay, now this next one. September 2022 to June 2023. Marketing intern at Landmark Tel Aviv Yafo, working for the head of brand at a cybersecurity company. This one feels packed.
Oh, it absolutely is. This section is doing a lot of heavy lifting.
How so?
Well, first, working with software engineers on technical writing for an app that shows they can handle complex info and make it clear. That's useful everywhere, from content creation to explaining complicated distribution deals.
Okay, yeah. And then there's the RSA Conference 2023 mention, involved in the creative vision, organizing, creating an immersive guest experience, and get this, orchestrating a large video campaign with an outside media company. That sounds significant, especially for an intern.
Significant is right. It screams initiative, leadership, project management, orchestrating a video campaign, concept to launch, increasing brand visibility. That's a concrete achievement. And it ties directly back to storytelling and visual media. Super relevant, even though it was in tech. It's not just did tasks, it's led project, created impact.
Plus, they also wrote engaging digital marketing content in that role. So, yeah, you're seeing this blend. Technical grasp, creative execution, project leadership, all in one internship.
Precisely. It shows surprising depth and skills that are absolutely transferable to entertainment. You know, for anyone listening, if you have projects where you really took charge, highlight the results, like Carmelo potentially could with that video campaign data.
Good advice. Okay, let's shift gears. Education. Working on a BA in communications at the University of Israel, due July 2027. Coursework includes digital storytelling, creating content for the media, seems relevant.
Very relevant, directly supports the goals.
Then before that, or maybe concurrently, coursework at NYU Gallatin, screenwriting workshop, intro to marketing, macroeconomics, interesting mix again.
It is. The communications degree with those specific courses, perfect alignment.
Yeah.
And the screenwriting workshop at NYU, that really underscores the narrative passion.
Yeah, it shows commitment to the craft.
And the marketing and macroeconomics courses add that business context. Useful for the distribution side, understanding the bigger financial picture. It shows they're not just creative.
Right, well-rounded. And finally, there's a LinkedIn profile link. Standard now, pretty much.
Oh yeah, absolutely essential. Lets people dig deeper, see recommendations, gauge their network. It completes the picture.
Okay, so stepping back, looking only at this paper, who is Carmelo? What's your respectful speculation? Personality, work ethic, drive?
Well, given the varied roles, the initiative, especially with that RSA thing, I'd say Carmelo is likely very proactive, doesn't shy away from responsibility.
Yeah, it seems like it.
The creative threads running through it all, plus the screenwriting, suggests a real, genuine passion for stories. And the technical writing, the data analysis bits, points to someone who's also detail-oriented, analytical, thorough.
I get a sense of adaptability, too, and maybe a real hunger to learn. They've jumped industries, countries even.
Good point about the international experience.
Suggests ambition, willingness to step outside the comfort zone. The motivation seems clearly locked on storytelling and making a mark in entertainment. I could see them fitting well in a place that's, I don't know, innovative, maybe fast-paced, where they can use both sides of their brain, the creative and the analytical.
I agree. And that naturally makes you think about interviews, right?
Well, what questions jump out?
Well, that RSA video campaign is ripe for questions. What was the creative process? What went wrong? How did you fix it? How did you measure success? Really measure it.
Good ones.
The technical writing part, maybe ask how they explain complex ideas to non-technical people. And the data work. How do you turn numbers into a story, into a strategy?
Makes sense. Okay, crucial moment. Constructive feedback time. Our resume, RX. What advice would you give Carmelo to make this strong resume even stronger?
Okay, well, one thing might be to more explicitly tie some of those diverse experiences back to entertainment within the bullet points. The profile sets the stage, but they could maybe sprinkle in connections. Like for the data role, mention how analyzing audience trends directly informs content strategy, for example.
Gotcha. Connect the dots more clearly.
Exactly. And as always, quantifying results. It's mentioned they increased brand visibility with the RSA campaign, but if they have numbers, website traffic bumps, social engagement increases, leads generated, that would add serious punch. Numbers talk.
Totally agree. And maybe in the cover letter or interview, they could really spell out those transferable skills. Explicitly say, managing the RSA event gave me the logistical skills needed for film distribution. Or, understanding app user experience helps me craft better digital content.
Yes. Make it impossible for the reader to miss the connections. They have great experience. It's about framing it strategically for that target industry. Put yourself in the recruiter's shoes. Make it easy for them.
So, boiling it all down, what are the big lessons here from looking at Carmelo's resume? What should our listeners take away?
I think the main thing is that your resume isn't just a list, it's a story. It should be a story about your skills, your drive, your potential. Carmelo's resume shows how important it is to highlight achievements, not just duties, and how experiences that seem unrelated can actually be super valuable if you frame them right. Don't discount that weird job you had.
Yeah, definitely. And for all of you listening, try thinking about your own resume that way. What's the story it tells? What are the hidden skills, the unique combinations that make you stand out, even if it's not obvious at first glance?
And hey, we'd love to see your resumes too. If you're open to an anonymous deep dive like this one, let us know. We can all learn a lot from seeing different approaches.
Absolutely. And finally, here's something to mull over. Look at your own career path. How might those experiences that seem totally disconnected actually weave together into a unique narrative you haven't even recognized yet? What's the hidden story waiting in your journey?
Great question. Well, thank you for joining us today for this deep dive into the world of resumes. We hope it sparks some ideas for your own career story.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone. Until next time, keep polishing those narratives and showing your brilliance.